The issue of poorly handled environmental sanitation and waste management in Lagos formed a core part of our stories in 2018. Well, there's been a change since the state took the initiative to return to the status quo by allowing LOMA to intervene, as well as giving PSP operators their preferred beat to clean up. We've seen signs of improvement here and there, which we hope would be sustained. However, one man who has been at the center of this assignment then and now is Oresanya. He tells us what he met on ground upon his return and plans to bring Lagos back to the state it once was.
Well, if you look at it, we had a template that worked. All right, we built our template over a period of 10 years. And we had another template that will have taken us to another 10 years, 2015, 2025. There was a template on that also. The roadmap was clear. So, well, what has just happened is that we tampered with just 3 years of the 10 years roadmap. So it's a kind of a catch-up we have to do right now to kind of clean up the kind of structures that were put in place that are not working. We tidied that up, and we reassure the investors that their investment is secured because the investors' confidence has been eroded in the last 3-4 years, I mean, the last 3 years. So we have to kind of revive that and restore that confidence in the social investors because most of these people are social entrepreneurs. So we have to come with the guarantee, the market guarantee, under which they were able to drive the progress then. Then in the regulatory agency itself, LOMA, we have to rebuild the capacity within LOMA to make sure that LOMA can actually meet up with its regulatory role and level of intervention required. And also in government also, we have to re-educate the government through the Ministry of the Environment on what the role actually of government should be and where government policy issues starts and stop.
Our visit to some street in Ojota gives us an insight into what the people think about waste disposal in the area and what they expect from the authority.
We normally dispose rubbish here at Road Avenue here, but now, at the seat before, it's not like this now, because they normally pack dirty here, as there's nothing like that before. So we are now okay here at Road Avenue here.
Because people always come here in the night to dirty the place. So now that you do what you can do about it, you now place somebody there that at night they wash the place at night. So that's why the area is now clear and look fine.
Like I've been going out very early and coming back late, and my area, I should talk about my area. It has been so bad because they've been dust, the dirt and all has been so dirty.
We invite the government, please, to employ more lawmen, more environmental people, so that they will be coming around whenever we pack our dust outside, so they will be able to come and be picking it for us.
The LOMA boss on his part is of the opinion that the ground laws can be recovered and that the environmental sanitation blueprint of Lagos State can still be implemented.
When the intervention came in from the private investor, the expectation of government then was that the private sector was going to bring in fund to actually spiral the development quickly, so that the same template, the investment, so that government can put in its own money into other areas. Very laudable and very attractive. But I think a lot of things went missing. Fundamental assumptions were not right. And that's what led to where we are right now. Going forward, yes, the private investors, which is the PSP, are very crucial in this, in the household waste collection. What government intended to do before was to collect the utility service all tied down to the land use charge. But there was no adequate education on the land use charge, so people could not understand why the astronomical increase, not knowing that they're not going to pay again for waste supposed to be embedded. But now that that whole idea has been jettisoned, people have to pay for service rendered for their services right now. No matter how clean your room is, if your street is dirty, you are still a dirty person. You are dirty people, all right? So public waste is a government waste, and government have to handle that. So that kind of waste is being managed through taxes, other land use charge, or whatever taxes you pay, all right? And that's the kind of fund the state government pays to LOMA or agencies to manage that public waste on the major highway so that we can define ourselves as clean people.
Finally, he shares his thought on policy framework that should guide waste management in the country, as well as the need for the citizenry to hold the government accountable.
The nation or the country or the city will be as clean as you want it. It's just like your house. If your house is dirty, it's because you prefer to be dirty. If your house is clean, it's because that's the expression of your values. So whatever Nigeria is today, as when it comes to waste management, is an expression of our value as a people, especially the government. So if the government today wants a clean city, it is possible. So the national policy on waste management is yet to see the light of the day. And until we have that national policy that will set standard for each state and government, set the direction to go. Yes, I know under the law, there are exclusive issues, there are concurrent issues, and there are residual issues. But when it comes to public health, public good, I think it's an essential issue that the government must look beyond constitutional limitations, and we should not hide under some kind of limitation in constitution and allow people to be dying off. We cannot, it's a pity we cannot relate epidemic and waste management. We cannot relate public health. We cannot relate in Naira and Kobo, what we're losing every day, with waste management that is being mismanaged all over the nation. We cannot relate it. Epidemiological issue, what we spend on mosquito, there was a time we were spending billions on mosquito nets. Rather than spending money on a clean city, we are paying billions for mosquito nets. Where are the nets today? Are the nets still there? But the same money will have been spent to put infrastructures, put the right kind of people in place to prevent this problem. So we keep playing politics with people's health. And I think that's exactly the bane of a country. So the country can be very clean, can be very neat. We made attempts to do so many things, but people seem not to care. Because outside Lagos, nobody holds the government responsible for a dirty city. We seem to be so comfortable with it. And I mean, I shiver. In the last 3 years, I've been privileged to travel around almost the entire nation on waste management issue. And what I see, my heart bleeds. Because like nobody cares.
While developed countries of the world have found ways of handling waste management profitably, the case is different in most developing countries where waste lie wasted. Now, getting it right, no doubt, would require a deliberate effort by government at formulating implementable policies that would help waste managers build capacity and facility that would in turn make their jobs effective and efficient. You can always be part of Eyewitness Report by simply downloading the Channels TV app, tap on the Eyewitness menu and follow the simple steps on how to upload your story. Do always add your location and phone numbers so we can get in touch with you and follow up on happenings around you. Now let's see what you already uploaded for the week.
This shot of an expansion joint on the Itobe section of the Niger Bridge is a cause for concern. Our eyewitness says this is a disaster in waiting as the bridge continues to deteriorate. He wants the federal government to look into arresting the development before it's too late. Next is this shot from Ikolaba Grammar School, Agodi in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, showing the dilapidated state of the classroom. Our eyewitness reporter says this is the state of over several classrooms in the school. He's calling on the state government to do something about it. All it takes is a bridge to fix this problem in Delta State. The river separates two important communities, Otagba Egbe in Ndokwa West Local Government Area from Beneku in Ndokwa East Local Government Area. The eyewitness reporter wants the government to build the bridge or create access roads for the area.
Those are your pictures. Do keep them coming, and don't forget to always add all the form of contact that you can add so we can get in touch with you. Till next week when Eyewitness makes a return. I'm Chris Elems, and I'll keep my eyes on you. Bye-bye.